invented a Tesla Killer, a self-driving electric vehicle that performs like a supercar. The company claims the car has a sixth sense for the driver's intentions and needs, that it has a revolutionary battery, and that its interior defies gravity with zero-G seats. But one thing its first car didn't do when revealed at a demonstration in Las Vegas at the Consumer Electronics Trade Show was actually work.
Press the button and it will find its way to the garage. Whoa. What? Oh. Okay, it seems like it's a little bit lazy tonight.
After moving on for a bit, Nick Sampson, product architect for the company, came up with a fun spin for the failed demo.
Our car was a little bashful this evening. The limelight was perhaps a little too much, so let's just mind out and let the lights dim and see if she'll then become a little more brave.
And when the lights dim, a person cloaked in shadow slips inside the car. And after a very suspenseful delay, the mysterious phantom of the keynote manages to get the car moving across the stage. The company is called FARADAY Future. It's asking prospective buyers to put up $5,000 to reserve what it calls the FF91. But before you take out your checkbook, just stop. Because giving them any money would be a really, really bad idea. FARADAY Future started its press conference by recapping some of its greatest accomplishments so far.
We've grown to over 1,400 employees globally, from over 36 countries.
While the company did manage to poach talent from Tesla, Google, and legacy car manufacturers, it's not doing a great job helping those people actually make things. According to The Guardian, FARADAY Future was supposed to unveil a working prototype at the CES trade show last year, but failed. The company then decided to show a race car instead, but failed. Finally, it refocused on making a concept car, one that didn't move or function or really represent anything remotely real. Still, Sampson is convinced the company has a great corporate culture.
We're unencumbered by corporate history. We're not beholden to a rigid chain of command or stifling bureaucracy.
FARADAY Future pitches itself as an independent American startup from Silicon Valley. But when it first arrived on the scene a few years ago, people were hard-pressed to find founders listed anywhere, or a CEO. All the mystery around the company caused some to speculate that it was a front for Apple's secretive car-building effort. But The Guardian reported that FARADAY Future was actually formed in April of 2014 by Chinese billionaire Jia Yuting, chairman and founder of LeEco, parent company of LeTV, the Netflix of China. FARADAY Future calls LeEco a strategic partner, but it's become clear that it's much more than that. LeEco executive Ding Lei was eventually named FARADAY Future's, quote, acting global CEO, and LeEco founder Jia Yuting seems to ultimately be in control. And according to The Guardian, which spoke to former executives at FARADAY Future, the American and Chinese teams clashed from the beginning. At one point, LeTV tried to change the name to Faro instead of FARADAY Future. An executive from the company told The Guardian, quote, the Americans were like, that is the stupidest name ever, end quote. You had an international team that was experienced and open, juxtaposed with Chinese management that didn't understand the US market and kept deferring to LeTV. And if the day-to-day is anything like what's portrayed in this LeEco video leaked to Jalopnik, the corporate culture is pretty chill.
For a while, our department had a policy that whenever we were hiring someone, that person had to be single, because the work was so exhausting.
In that building, 2805, it was filled with residential apartments. There were cockroaches everywhere.
I spent Chinese New Year Eve alone. Dinner was instant noodles. I kind of wanted to go home.
But Sampson pitches the team as a wild group of innovative renegades.
FARADAY Future is not playing it safe. We're not conservative. We're not predictable.
But the company is pretty predictable. Instead of naming its electric car company after Nikola Tesla, a scientist famous for his work with electric motor technology, it named its company after Michael Faraday, a scientist famous for laying the foundation for electric motor technology. And instead of building a billion-dollar factory in Nevada like Tesla,
I'd like to start off by just thanking the Nevada legislature.
it struck a deal to build a billion-dollar factory in Nevada like Tesla.
What would we be without the city of North Las Vegas?
You get the idea. But did Sampson mention that Faraday hired a bunch